Hi, welcome back to ShotokuTech. A friend of the ShotokuTech channel here is asking how to switch Office 365 and Azure AD sign-ons from Active Directory Federation services to password hash sync. This simplifies managing single sign-on for Office 365 and Azure AD. I've never deployed Adfs via AD Connect setup before, so I need to do this before I can undo it. So we'll be doing a complete installation of Adfs and AAD Connect Sync in this video. The first thing I see is I will need an SSL certificate for the Federation service URLs. I thought of building a PKI server, but why spend another hour or two for just a single certificate? Make sure to check out the quick SSL certificate for your lab tutorial right here on ShotokuTech. I just learned how to use PowerShell to generate a new certificate for federation.aaco.local. Group policy automatically places this certificate in the trusted root certificate authority store on every domain joined machine in the environment. We have this environment consisting of 2 domain controllers, freshly built servers to host Azure AD Connectsync, and Active Directory Federation services. Now we can move forward in Azure AD Connect setup. First, we are providing global admin credentials here to connect to Azure AD. Next, we are connecting to Active Directory. Let's create a new service account for AD. aaco.local domain is added now. Now we move on to AD sign-in configuration. I see the aaco.online domain suffix is not on the list of verified UPN suffixes. So I go to the domain controller to add aaco online domain suffix to the UPN suffixes list in the property of the top node of the Active Directory Domains and Trusts console. We want to use this suffix for signing into Office 365. Our users have this suffix configured on their accounts. Now we go back and refresh the list, and you can see aaco.online domain is on the list. We must click on the Continue without matching all UPN suffixes in verified domains, as we won't be using aaco.local for sign-in. You can also see in Azure Portal here that aaco.online is in the list of verified custom domains in our Azure tenant. Now we can go on to OU filtering. We're just going to sync this one OU, the sync OU, under the user objects OU. I like to sync only what is needed in the cloud. On this page, you can see MSDS consistency grid will be used as the source anchor to represent our users in the cloud. There isn't anything else to change here unless you have some unique situations in the scope of sync that I don't know about. Good luck with that. Otherwise, each user must be unique across all of these: SAM account name, user principal name, email, SIP, and proxy addresses. There's a few other considerations for naming contexts in AD for AAD Connect Sync. That should be a video of its very own. We aren't going to filter sync by a group. That's intended for small test scenarios anyway. Now here I was itching to tick the password hash synchronization and password writeback boxes, but I will save these for migrating from ADFS to password hash sync video. We're deploying ADFS in this video. Password writeback would also be used if we want to enable self-service password reset in Office 365. This works with ADFS as well as password hash sync. Now let's enter the domain admin credentials to build the ADFS server. We import the federation.aaco.local certificate here to build our new ADFS service. But you see, the certificate is not trusted. We need to run GP update on the sync server to get the Federation certificate in the local machine trusted root certificate authority store. Now you can see the Federation certificate in there, and we can go back to AAD Connect setup. Import the certificate again, and we can see the subject name of the certificate and the base URL for our federation service. Next, we select the server that we want to install ADFS on. We're going to browse, type the computer name, select it, and confirm it. And we see our ADFS server is on the list now. Okay, this is great. I was worried because AAD Connect setup said the web application proxy server was a requirement on the initial setup page. But here I see that I can just skip it. I don't need to proxy ADFS to the internet for our lab. I love the idea of the group managed service account for ADFS. We could assign this account to several ADFS servers in the farm and still have that great feature of a managed service account. Nobody knows the password and it changes regularly in the background, and the ADFS service is updated automatically. Make sure to watch my video about group managed service accounts. So I type in my enterprise admin credentials to create this group managed service account. On this page, we're going to select the aaco.online domain to federate with Azure AD. All right, now we're ready to install and configure AAD Connectsync and Active Directory Federation services. It's okay in this scenario to start sync when the configuration completes. But if you have any custom sync rules to configure, be sure to uncheck this so you can add your custom sync rules first. So this AAD Connect setup will take a few minutes. I'm cropping all of that out here. Okay, you see the configuration has completed. Oops, Active Directory Recycle Bin is not configured in the domain. Let's go back to our domain controller and open Active Directory Administrative Center. Click on the domain and you can enable AD Recycle Bin right here. Click OK. Let's see everything that AAD Connect Setup did for us. This account here, AADC Service, is the Group Managed Service account for ADFS. On the ADFS server, I'm going to add the ADFS and Services plugins in the MMC. These two plugins, along with the Certificates plugin, are handy for managing ADFS servers. In the ADFS snap-in, we can see the Microsoft Office 365 Identity Platform Relying Party Trust is configured. And the ADFS service is running under the AADC Service Group Managed Service Account credential. I'm going to test the Federation IDP initiated sign-on URL from our Federation service to make sure it's working. Oops, the page cannot be displayed. AAD Connect Setup must not create the DNS records for federation.aaco.local. Let's look in DNS on the domain controller, and we can see this is the case. We need to make an A record for federation in the aaco.local zone with the IP address of the ADFS server. Now let's test the ADFS URL again. We need to flush the DNS cache on the client using ipconfig flush DNS. Oh, this is interesting. We find there is no Federation IDP initiated sign-on configured in ADFS. That's okay. Let's test the Federation metadata URL. That's working. Now, we should test logging into Office 365 as one of the recently synced users from aaco.local AD domain. Oh, but wait. On the sync server, there is one remaining step in AAD Connect setup. Verify connectivity. Oh yeah, this tells us to configure the DNS record we just configured. Let's test it. The test is good. It warns about IPv6, but I'm not worried about IPv6 just yet. So this is a win. Now we go check the Synchronization Service Manager and see a full sync of AAco local has just occurred. You can see we added 15 users to the cloud. So now we navigate to portal.office.com. I'm going to sign in as aaco.user16 at aaco online. This is a good sign, taking you to your organization sign-in page. Because this is intranet sign-on within our domain, we get a forms sign-in here. Of course, we can configure group policy to automatically sign into local intranet sites for this true SSO. I just haven't gone that far in this lab. Username, password, there we go. And we make it into the Office 365 portal. On my personal machine that is not joined to the aaco.local domain, I added a host file entry for federation.aaco.local. And in ipconfig all, you can see this machine that I'm on is not joined to the domain. I've added the federation.aaco.local certificate to the local computer store and the Trusted Root Certificate Authorities store. Now, let's go to portal.office.com on this machine that's not domain joined. I browse in private when I need to test or troubleshoot single sign-on. I'm signing in as AAco user 16 again, and the browser refers me to federation.aaco.local, where I complete signing in to Adfs. Stay signed in? Sure, why not? There we go. We made it into the Office 365 portal on our machine that is not domain joined using our domain credentials. This shows ADFS is working. Now we can go on to the next scenario where we switch to password hash sync and decommission ADFS. Stay tuned. But before you go on to watch these videos, please check the links in the description down below. Like and comment on this video. Also, please click on subscribe to help me keep making these videos. Thank you very much.